We be live.
Serving shaitan with a smile. Look at it.
Perfect. Perfect. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Hi, everyone. Let me see who's in the live chat. Noman is here. Hi.
Woo!
Mithras is here. And oh, look, who's this? I don't know who this guy is.
Some
Secret.
nobody. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Not
All right,
worth
guys. Let us know. Let us know. Okay, people are saying hi. Hi, Atheist Armin. Let us know if you're in the chat. Let us leave a comment so we could see you guys. I hope the audio is okay, right? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so we are going to review a video today that I think is very, very, very helpful for especially Western audience who is wondering what are the different narratives, the different attitude and different values Muslims have in Western countries, right? So there's a lot of discussions that I see. There's a lot of analysis, a lot of news reports, there's a lot of blogs and articles about Muslims in the UK or in France or in the United States, and either are they to be trusted, or do they have values that are in line with the values that we would like in a Western country or not? And thank you for highlighting this. Yeah. So, and the answer is it's complicated because Muslims are not a monolith. They're not the same people. They're not all act or think the same way. They have different values. They have different dreams. There is, yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, I've been told by some of the Dawa people that all of Islam is the same. Like all Muslims agree on some stuff, and you're saying that it's a bit more nuanced than that.
Well, we can see. We'll see today whether I have a video today that we could watch together.
Okay,
and it's a fight. It's a conflict between. And I think by highlighting a conflict like this and analyzing and understanding what is being said here, a lot of the people who are watching this from outside and might not understand this, they might get a better picture. I mean, through debates and drama like this that is happening here that we're going to analyze, I think it's the most both educating and entertaining way for us to get familiarize ourselves to understand what's happening. What are the nuances? If you want to understand the nuances, if you go read an article, it's not as fun as to see a liberal Muslim and a conservative Muslim fight in the way that we see it here today. Okay, the drama here makes this information more consumable, less boring. Okay. And so we can learn here and also have some fun and also see what they. So here we have a liberal imam being challenged by Daniel Haqiqatjou, right? Being confronted by Daniel Haqiqatjou. So for people who might be new here, who might not know who these people are, Daniel Haqiqatjou is a very famous Muslim American who is very conservative and goes around and challenges other Muslims who have a more liberal take because they seem to be misrepresenting Islam and corrupting Islam from within, which is very dangerous for a conservative Muslim to see that other liberal Muslims are basically corrupting the minds of young Muslims in the United States, for example, and try to, basically, this is spreading corruption in the land, as we were discussing before we went live. But go on.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask, because I think you just kind of brought up a good point there. In your opinion, Mufti, do you think it's more dangerous for the Ummah to have liberal Muslims or atheists criticizing Islam? Do you think it's more dangerous to have it from like within as opposed to like without?
Oh yeah, for sure. Liberal Muslims are a much greater threat to Islam than heathens like you and me.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So good. So good. Daniel is doing the Lord's work here. He is making sure that all of these soft, weak-willed Muslims you know, are truly following Islam, you know? And that's what Armin and I want, you know? We just want people to understand exactly what Islam preaches.
Islam teaches. Yes,
right.
yes, yes. So
that's what we want.
Daniel represents like true Islam. Okay, the true, like he knows his Islam, he understands what's Islamic and what's not Islamic, and he goes and so he's on our side. He goes out and shows how hypocritical some of these other people who are trying to paint Islam in a much, you know, more rainbows and butterfly kind of kumbaya version of Islam. And he goes and he does our work for us. He goes to them and he hunts them down and he shows to them that they are, you know, they're being hypocrites basically, right? So, and you know, going through, and here's the thing: the problem is that this video, which gets Daniel is very, you know, famous. This video gets this video was posted 2 weeks ago, and it has already got a 250,000 views. 250,000 views, right? He's a big name when it comes to people who shape narratives within Muslims. He's a heavyweight, right? But the problem is that this video is not posted for you and me. If you, I mean, for me, maybe for me, yes, but I mean, you too, you understand these things now. But most people, non-Muslims, if they watch this video, they have no idea what the hell is happening here. They have no, like, I mean, they will have some idea, but there are some references to certain things that might be confusing. So we will watch this together and we will try to make, add some, you know, details. I'm sure most people will understand what's going on here, but maybe some details that we could add so this will become more consumable by people who don't have the background of Islam and also this internal fight between Muslims, right? So let's watch this and try to understand what's going on here. Yeah, and D is right. Daniel is a gift to infidels, exactly. Yeah, so let's see what's happening here. Okay. I'm appreciate like I'm really grateful that they also captioned everything because this was like a noisy environment, right? So let's see.
Them identifying people around the world.
Not on my tweets.
Yes, it is.
That part
AJ Plus is part of the tweet. Here's the tweet.
Then I was mistaken.
So I didn't lie about you.
But I think you're.
I didn't lie about you.
If you had called me.
So I didn't lie about you.
You did.
All right, so that was a teaser.
Perhaps we have.
That's a good start.
Yeah, so that's a good teaser at the beginning. Get us all interested, right? So this is how it all began. This liberal Muslim, you know, and by the way, liberal here is according to Daniel Haqiqatjou.
Yeah. Okay? I think he recently called George W. Bush a liberal. So, like, I'm
Matt
just gonna
Walsh.
say, yeah,
he calls Matt Walsh a liberal.
No freaking way.
Oh yeah. Oh no, Matt Walsh is a liberal. So just understand that Daniel Haqiqatjou is so conservative that Matt Walsh will be a liberal based on where he is at, right? So this Imam being called a liberal, I don't think I would call this Imam a liberal, but okay, right? Yeah. These are all conservatives. I'm pretty sure if I go study what this Imam it teaches, I would consider this Imam to be very conservative, but very conservative. Basically, these are conservatives are fighting with each other. Just so you know, like we're not talking about LGBT promoting, secular liberal values promoting Imam here, right? For us, these are all conservative, and even the slight difference among them, the fact that that is not tolerated, should give you as the audience an indication about how much liberalism has a chance among the, you know, the Islamic narrative. Even just a little bit of liberalism gets this much of a pushback. I just want you to come to understand what's happening here. Oh, we got a super chat by Asian American. Asian American is saying, Mufti Armin, what's worse, liberal Muslim or CCP approved female imams? In Mandarin, they are called Ahung, derived from Persian ahund. Oh my God, I did not know that. Please send me some more information about this because I want to show this on the Persian show. I would say liberal Muslims is worse because the CPC has too much, is supporting Islamic countries too much for us to oppose right now as a mufti, right? So given
very worldly
that's
mufti here, very economically driven mufti we
right.
got here. Not the.
I mean, I'm just being honest here, okay? I mean,
guys, they built this. They built this mosque. Let's not criticize the Chinese government too hard here.
If so many Islamic countries, either their government or their people want to be anti-American, we kind of need a other superpower to rely on. We cannot just oppose every goddamn superpower that is out there.
Fair.
So
it's pragmatic.
You have to.
Yeah,
it's pragmatic.
Russia's not going to be the one to join up.
Yeah,
with. That's obviously that's a sinking ship. But yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Again, it doesn't seem very Islamic.
I mean, this is why we muftis kind of ignored the cultural genocide of Muslims in China because
I was wondering about that. Yeah, I was wondering why I didn't hear from. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
all right, so let's see where this started. This is the Imam claiming, that Daniel lied about him, right? So let's listen to him.
The Daniels in our community who love to destroy our leadership.
Yes,
perhaps we have the Daniels in our community who love to destroy our leadership, who love to wreck our imams, who find pleasure in destroying and lying. Everything he said about me is a complete lie. But he never called me to ask. I'm willing to talk to you about anything you want to talk about. But stop lying about me and be a man and come and visit me in my face. I'm here in Houston. You can go to Pinkerton. I'll get you.
Okay, so he called out Daniel. Like, I'm here in Houston. You're in the US. I'm in US. I'm in Houston. Come here and visit me. He should not have done that. He doesn't know Daniel. Okay, this man doesn't know Daniel. It's like
any opportunity to be in front of cameras. That guy.
Like, come at me, bro. Well, he will come at you when you invite him like that.
Do some brisket. Bring the cameras. It's all good. I'm not Imam anymore. I could be a little loose. Although Daniel won't like it. Dang, Daniel. I'm here. Anyone see Daniel in the audience? He's good at making videos, but he ain't here now. If you're a man, meet me in person. Let him know I said that on his Telegraph, brothers. And for those
strong words. Also words that I just feel like just present a stupid, gross message. Like, if you're a man, meet me in person. Like, do men not talk to each other online or over the phone as well? Like, do women not meet each other in person? Like, I think just if you honestly believe the things that you're saying as a human, meet me in person. Like, it's just
right.
Yeah. All of this is just not good,
this.
But okay.
I mean, I could have, if I've seen this video before this happened, I would have been like, you're like, this is not going to age well. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It sure won't. Sure won't. Yeah. But
those of you who follow and meet me in person, let him know I said that on his Telegraph, brothers. And for those of you who follow Daniel, tell that brother, I'm here all weekend long. Let's sit down in front of everyone and talk about your lies.
Wow. Oh, man.
Yeah. Explain to me.
I mean, to be fair to Daniel, he managed to make himself look like a badass by showing up to the mosque.
Well, so this, I think, this is one of those things too, where I just think like when you're in that position, where you're just like, come at me, show up, see what happens. You think you're tough, show up. And then the person just, show up. Yeah, it makes you look really not as cool anymore. And it's like, you just avoid that type of situation from the general, from the beginning. Just don't say that to people, because it makes you kind of look, it sets you up to look really bad.
Because all they have to do is show up to make you look like
right. They don't have to even say anything. All they have to do is
make you look stupid. Yeah.
So not great for this person so far, but maybe I'll save it in the car on the way. That's not a bad.
Yeah, explain to me why you didn't clear with the masjid before asking me to come. You have a whole
Okay, so I see what's happening here. He showed up, and the masjid is like, you can't come here, you can't do this here. And like, this is your fault. Did you know that this is not allowed here? Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, so for people who don't understand, masjid means mosque. So he said, come to the mosque, meet me here. He showed up to the mosque. Apparently there's some conflict now between the mosque staff and Daniel, I'm assuming, right?
They won't let him speak or something.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what happens.
You didn't clear with the masjid before asking me to come. You have a whole lecture.
Lying about me.
I didn't lie about you. We want to talk about
You
that.
did lie about me.
We're going to talk about the lies. We're going to talk about the lies. Yeah. So please explain to me why you invited me to this masjid to come and talk to you, and the masjid doesn't want us here.
I have no idea.
The masjid means the mosque.
Yeah. Because I'm ready to talk to you.
Okay, so where should we talk?
As you like. Choose a place.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So look, everybody in the crowd is recording. They know this is a big deal. They know they know Daniel is a big name and he showed up to the mosque, right? So everybody's recording.
We'll go.
I actually believe that.
Yeah, leave your man and come and
So that's why I'm.
why someone could come here and call me a liar, and then I come to defend myself with his invitation.
We are giving you an opportunity. We are giving you.
I don't want to talk man to.
So he stepped outside. Now they're waiting if they could see if they could have the conversation outside.
This is interesting. This is interesting. It just go back a few seconds. I'm assuming this individual in the blue here is a representative of this masjid, because it sounds like what he's trying to say is, like, Daniel's trying to say, you guys are stopping me from coming to speak, and this individual is trying to say, we're trying to compromise with you. But Daniel's direct words right there were, I don't want to speak to him man to man. And that's just really interesting. I don't know where he's going to go with that. But
okay.
Yeah. They may have to
We
go to a church.
are giving you an opportunity. We are giving you.
I don't want to talk man to man. He wants to have a discussion about why I'm a liar. That's why I want to talk about it. It's not brother. He can't act like this is a brotherly discussion.
He wants to have
when you call me a liar.
But imagine from his perspective that he believes that you're lying upon him.
Okay, he called me a liar, right? So I'm gonna defend myself.
Yeah, but he believes you're lying upon him. So obviously he's defending
that's what I'm saying. I'm a liar. I'm gonna defend myself.
No, you are going to. That's why we're giving you the opportunity.
No, you're not giving me the opportunity.
No, absolutely. We absolutely
You're not giving me the opportunity. The opportunity is there where he called me a liar.
We are absolutely giving you an opportunity.
You don't want me to be in the masjid.
You can record
to
it.
defend myself.
We don't want
You
drama.
can record it. You can record it.
Then why do you have to call me a liar while you're laughing it up next to me?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is super duper interesting. Go ahead.
He wants it in the masjid. He
Yes.
says they say we don't want drama in the masjid.
Yes.
He wants to have this discussion in the masjid.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a big
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
for Daniel. This is important for him. Oh yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
These got a great Dawa 90210, like just straight up, just drama, just infighting,
Right.
just oh my gosh. But like, what's happening right now? In just for anybody that hasn't gone through this or anything, there is a pretty standard like conflict de-escalation just set of bullet points, right? Just things that you do in any in-person face-to-face moment where somebody is just clearly trying to escalate the situation and not trying to actually get to a resolution. And you can just see all of it being played out by these two people talking to Daniel right now. Like this guy specifically, okay, on screen with the glasses is doing everything exactly right. He is standing at a perpendicular angle to the angry individual. He is speaking both to him, but also in a manner that is more generalized. Like you can even see right now where his eyes are directed, like he's not even directly looking back at the person, which again is something that is like doing that in these situations could actually intensify the anger of the person. But and all of that's very interesting. But again, you can see it appears that they're at least trying to come to a resolution with Daniel. But he does not seem to want that. He does not exactly seem to want the conversation so much. he wants to have a fight. He wants there to be drama. It's go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Daniel is considered kind of like an alpha right now within the Muslim community, among his
Tell me about it.
So I think like he is, I don't know, either consciously or not aware of that. I wants to maintain. It wants to be the strong man figure that somebody said I'm a liar. I'm going to show up and I'm going to be strong here, right? And to be fair to him, this did it. Like this video and all this, like his followers are freaking loving every second of this, right? So he's doing his job right. But let's see where this goes.
We don't want drama.
Then why do you have to call me a liar while you're laughing it up next to me? You're laughing it up next to me. You don't want drama. You enjoyed yourself last night.
I enjoyed myself. But
you enjoyed yourself last night laughing it up. You didn't want drama.
Regardless.
Yeah, regardless. That's all you can say.
We are giving
all you can say.
It is an opportunity to calmly,
If I was trying to de-escalate, if I was that other guy, I would say this is I would say like I would say you're right. Maybe I shouldn't have been laughing. Would you forgive me, brother?
Absolutely. And right. And again, like you can see because what that guy says is he says, regardless, he's trying to move past that point because it is a point that isn't directly related to what this incident is, But yeah, seriously. I mean, I totally agree with you. Like this plays out exactly like a corporate training video almost, man, where it's like what should the person have said in this moment? And what they should have said was just recognize the situation, accept it for what it is, apologize for their part in it. Let's say like, yeah, I agree. I would have said, hey, you know what, you're right, brother, I shouldn't have done that. That's not the right thing to do. We at the masjid are gonna even rethink stuff, maybe even. Hey, that's good. That shows change. But again, I don't think Daniel wants that resolution. I really don't. I think what he wants is the fight.
Right. Yeah. By the way, Susanna is saying, did everyone like the stream yet? Guys, that's a good question. Are you guys, make sure we're going into a lot of details that I think a lot of people need to see because as the video goes forward, you're going to see the details that we're talking about. I think a lot of people will learn from this information, become more aware of the nuances of, the disagreements that many Muslims have with each other. So if you like the stream, more people will see it and it will really help us grow this channel. So please do that. And also, Noman just gave us a super chat. Thank you so much, Noman. Noman is saying, thanks for live streaming, you guys. Thanks for live streaming. You guys help me by giving me a community and place where I feel loved and safe. This is the only family I have. Love you. Oh no! Thank you for that. That made me feel good. Thank you for that.
You make this community better by being here, Noman. So.
Yeah, and Susanna is saying, "Oh, thank you for the super chat and amazing message, Noman." Yeah.
I also just real quick, just because I thought it was funny. So Paul said, "I thought before that long-haired dude speaking is a woman," and then of course our wonderful CEO, Susanna, said, "That is me. What are you talking about?" So it's still not confirmed that Susanna and I are not the same person. So,
but we had you both at the same time in the last stream.
Possibly. Anyways, we don't know. It could have been pre-recorded.
Okay. All right. Let's continue.
Talk about it. Talk it out, bro. Like,
oh, yeah. Here it comes.
If I'm going to talk to you, wear a mic. That's the only way I'm going to talk to you.
I'm not going to wear a mic.
Okay.
I'm wearing what I'm wearing.
So he's like, wear a mic because he wants to record his side of the conversation as well. He says he's making it difficult. So I'm not going to wear a mic because here's why he's not wearing him. Here's why he doesn't want to wear a mic, because Daniel will crush this man. This is an average Imam, and Daniel is a debater. Okay. This man knows that he's going to be destroyed. He knows he has done wrong. He knows that he did an oopsie by inviting Daniel here, and
you can see it on his face.
I imagine what he's thinking right now is like, this is embarrassing. How could I stop myself from being humiliated? One of it is Daniel is like, when we have this conversation, I want you to wear a mic. He's like, no, right?
I would
So
like to
let's
say though, real quick, I feel like it makes Daniel look a little disingenuous, you know, like someone calls you out for like a you know, like again, this guy called Daniel out pretty hard. I think he was like, bring the cameras, you know, but so I don't think that's the right way to do it. But if Daniel really wanted a conversation where they hashed out nuance, he could have reached out to this guy privately. He could have, you know, both of these dudes are flexing, trying to look cool, trying to, you know, they're both trying to be entertainers, you know, but yeah, I mean, ooh, D bringing a smack down. Ooh. Also his beard though. I mean, come on, like this dude's beard isn't nearly
right. I mean, you're right. D is saying he's too light skinned to be taken seriously. I mean, I do assume that I accusing him of being a liberal Muslim while being this white, a lot of people might take that. Yeah, because it's like a Westerner trying to come and corrupt Islam.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
something
super
like,
interesting. Yeah. I wonder if any of that kind of comes through with some of Daniel's comments.
I'm
gonna be looking for that.
I didn't.
More now. Yeah.
I didn't. No, I don't think Daniel will. No, I think Daniel will think that this comment of ours is ridiculous. Like, oh, of course not. There are many white Muslims that are amazing, conservative, good conservative Muslims, right? Like,
okay.
Yeah. But I think like maybe, I mean, that's what they say, but I do think that would be present. I suspect that would be present
in a lot of the viewers.
Yes, without admitting it. That's a very interesting point, D. That's
a
very
seriously
point. Yeah.
Very good for bringing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I knew that they were going to do that, I wouldn't have asked you to come. Wallahi, I'm saying wallahi.
Let's go away from the water.
As I'm saying wallahi, if you say wallahi, you know, he's saying that sort of like you say, like when I invited you here, I didn't know the mosque is going to do this. And so I'm saying wallahi, like just trust me. You know?
Like I swear to God.
Yes, exactly. Because Daniel is accusing him of being disingenuous, inviting him here if the mosque was not going to allow them in, and he's like, I didn't know. Yeah, I wasn't disingenuous.
I don't have cameras. I don't have a mic. I don't need to make a show.
Look, when you invite someone to come to a masjid,
when you make a video,
you're saying yes, I didn't lie.
So he's not letting Daniel finish because Daniel has a good point here. But he's
kind of.
Yeah, so the Imam is interrupting Daniel because he's going back to the Daniel lying about the Imam, but we haven't yet established whether what Daniel said was a lie or not. So when Daniel, before Daniel finishes his point about you inviting me here and you're not even ready to accept me, the Imam knows that Daniel is making a correct point, so he keeps bringing up like, well, you lied about me, right? But that's unfair because we haven't established, like, that's what you're here to discuss. That has not been established whether or not Daniel has lied about you, right?
I really think this is a good moment for all of us out there, you know, just to remind ourselves, like, maybe when calling people out, think about the words that you're using. This guy could have avoided this situation by not saying, show up here. Here's the city I live in. Come to this masjid, right? He could have said things like, hey, Daniel, why'd you do this? Why not contact me privately and then we can have a discussion on this sometime in the future? You know, like just 2 seconds worth of thought would have made this situation not occur for this person. But he wanted to look cool. He wanted to look like the alpha male that he is, you know? So now here's Daniel with all his freaking cameras and his microphones and whatnot. Like, yeah, I mean, maybe he saves it.
I think he tried to outplay Daniel in this whole who's the alpha Muslim game, and he kind of come at, like, if you like, he was like, like you won't dare show up, and then he showed up.
Here's the thing though, Armin. I think when anybody plays that alpha male game, I think everybody loses, surprisingly.
Right.
Because,
Yeah.
because again, remember, the winner here is Daniel. Daniel is the winner. So yeah, we've all lost. Everybody's worse off.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a super chat from No Man saying, if I challenge Daniel, will he show up? I think he would have a good excuse of you being in India and him not being in India for him not to show up. So probably not. But,
yeah, you're too close to one of them polytheists. You know, come on.
It's too. They're both in the U.S., so that was like not
and
saying
Texas. Like Daniel's in Texas, isn't he?
Yeah, really? Okay. If
so.
they're both in the same, I don't know, but if they're both in the same
close,
state, then this Imam is truly like, what are you even doing? Of course, he's going to show up. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's continue.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Me.
We'll talk about that.
You lied about me. Lied about everyone else.
Okay, please tell me the lie that I made about you.
That I promoted a woman that was a lesbian.
Do you see the accusation here? Okay, so
it's pretty big, y'all.
Okay, but he said that the Imam, the so-called liberal Imam, he's saying, you lied about me. I didn't promote a woman who happens to be a lesbian. Okay, so let's just think about what passes as liberal here. We're not talking about a woman who is spreading, like promoting. He's not saying a woman who's promoting lesbianism, whatever that means, right? He's talking about a woman who happened. He's like, you lied. I did not. Like, how dare you say that I promoted a woman who happens to be a lesbian? I don't understand. This is liberal. Like, I would think a liberal would be like, of course I would do that. What's the problem? That's what a liberal would say.
And like again, he's talking about, like, he said promoting a lesbian, right? Like promoting a lesbian. Guys, that could be something as simple as just being like, hey, that was a good comment you made. You know, like it does not take much to meet this very, very, very low bar, you guys. So this is what these two are upset about.
Well,
this is the problem.
There's more. Well, let's see.
Okay.
Well, let's see. But I'm just saying the language here. Like, how dare you lie about me and say that I promoted a lesbian woman? Okay, liberal man.
Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
You lied about me and lied about everyone else.
Okay, please tell me the lie that I made about you.
That I promoted a woman that was a lesbian. When I knew her, she was in a heterosexual relationship.
It is that. I thought more context was saved.
You see, guys, we admit when we're wrong. Like, for instance, Armin here took a moment and he said, no, SR. Wait a second. There's got to be more to this. Let's not jump to conclusions that it was so dumb, like you presented it to be. You know, like it was so ridiculous as you presented it. And I said, hey, you're right, man. And then they proved us wrong. So you know, we admit our faults here. So that's just
yes. So just remember, when they are talking about, I mean, I've seen some truly progressive mosques. I've been to some extremely progressive mosques, like, let me tell you, okay? But I just want you to understand that most of the time when we're talking about liberal mosques and conservative mosques, the liberal mosque, this is the level of liberalism that we're talking about a lot of time. We're talking about a mom that were like, of course I wouldn't promote a woman who was a lesbian. When I promoted her, she was in a heterosexual relationship. All right? So, let's continue.
Who is this woman? Blair Imani. After the fact, if you had called me, Lupe is my sheikh. I should have.
Wait, Blair Imani. So I lied how?
You said that I was promoting a woman who was a lesbian. At the time I knew
Did I say that? What did I say?
At the time what
did I say?
At the time I knew her, she was in a heterosexual Sharia compliant relationship. And that's why I encouraged.
Sharia compliance means like it was in a relationship that was okay and according to Sharia, right?
But he is
Islamic
admitting,
law.
I think this is worthwhile. This individual is admitting that he did at one point, at the very least, promote this individual and tell people to go follow him. So
Yeah,
that is worth,
right.
all right. Just
Yeah. Okay.
facts of the matter being established, I mean,
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
Time I knew her, she was in a heterosexual Sharia compliant relationship. And that's why I encourage people to follow her.
So, should I show you your tweet?
I know the tweet.
No,
what do you think is
your
getting
tweet
blurred
promoting
right
her
now?
But this is when she was in a heterosexual relationship.
No, look
So he's showing us the
at
tweet.
your tweet promoting her right here.
So Daniel has receipts. He's saying, I didn't know she was a lesbian. I didn't when I did this, she was not a lesbian. She became a lesbian later. And Daniel's like, oh really? Let's see the tweet that you promoted. Okay, so let's see that.
This is from February 2017. Blair Imani doing.
Look at this. This is back in 2017. This is turning into a fight. Now this is recent, something that happened in about a tweet in 2017. Okay, so this is the guy's tweet. Yeah. Doing so the tweet says, this woman who's apparently now a lesbian doing important and transformative work. Thank you. Okay, so but look like what? So he is quote tweeting that. Let's see what's in the tweet.
Important and February 2017. Blair Imani doing important and transformative work.
Please continue.
Blair Imani founded Equality for Her as a way to connect global femme-related experiences into one centralized platform. Now look at the description of Equality for Her, a nonprofit promoting the experience of femme-identifying people.
Okay, thank you for pausing that for a second, because I really think it's important for everybody who's not super duper connecting this. Think about the way that Daniel is saying those words, guys. Imagine if I said, for instance, the words, a litter of fluffy, adorable puppies, right? Imagine if I said those words, but the way that I said it was a litter of adorable, fluffy puppies. What do you think that would indicate about my feeling about those words? Just again, just think about the way that he described this. He said, femme identifying people. I mean, what horrible words, Armin. What a terrible concept. Connecting femme identifying people?
Yeah.
Ew.
But to be fair to Daniel, he quote tweeted a tweet that clearly shows that this woman was at least supporting LGBT or was LGBT herself, right? So she did, one point to Daniel, right? And also Susanna saying this is queer language for those who don't understand. So so actually Daniel is also going to explain to us what femme identifying means. What is femme identifying people? Femme identifying people, you may ask. Okay, what does that mean? Do you know what that means? Are you familiar with this?
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
Susanna,
yeah. I mean, Susanna's completely right. This is absolutely, queer coded language, right? And with that, it's just I'm taking the next step to be like, how terrible is this, right? The desire to connect femme identifying people. Oh my gosh, it must be a horrible person that wants to do that. Yeah. So, but there's no way this other conservative imam knew that. There's no way he's that in the know that he recognized any of these things.
So he didn't understand this language. Okay, so that's what you say. Yeah.
No.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's see what he has to say. Let's first define this, and then see Daniel will define this, and let's see what the imam has to say in response. Okay, so here's the definition. Femme is a term traditionally used to describe a lesbian individual who exhibits a feminine identity or gender presentation. Okay. We got that from Wikipedia. Oh, he left it on the screen.
Femme identifying people around the world.
Not on my tweets.
Yes, it is.
That part
AJ plus is part of the tweet.
Gotcha. He's showing the full thing.
AJ plus is part of the tweet. Here's the tweet.
Then I was mistaken.
So I didn't lie about you.
But I think you're.
I didn't lie about you.
If you had called me.
So I didn't lie about you.
You did.
How?
Because if you
Here's
contacted
her
me-
with a lesbian organization.
At that time,
You're
it wasn't
retweeting
lesbian.
her.
At that time, she was in a heterosexual relationship.
The organization is for femme
At that
identifying
time,
people.
as
Here's
my
your
knowledge,
tweet.
it wasn't.
Here's your tweet.
So basically, I don't know. He's saying that I didn't know, so that makes what you said about me a lie. Daniel is saying, like, I said you promoted her, and I wasn't lying. So who do we side with here? The Imam says, because I didn't know this, that makes what you said about me a lie. Who do we side with here?
You know,
who's right here?
You know, it's gonna hurt to say this. I might actually throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Oh, that was on purpose.
But Daniel seems like he's right. This guy did promote this, even if it was unwittingly. Daniel didn't make a comment on that. He just said he was promoting it.
Yeah. Technically, he was telling the truth. Technically, so that's not a lie. That's not a lie.
It's not a lie. It doesn't sound like it.
Right. You made him.
I'm so sorry, Gajan. I didn't mean to make you throw up.
Yeah. And Susanna is reminding everybody to please like again. Please, guys, like the video. We need more likes so more people watch these videos and support the channel. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And leave a comment after the stream is over. That helps grow the channel as well.
From February 2017. So you promoted her in March 2017 right? That's the
screenshot. Woman that I knew.
In June 2017, she came out as an open queer. So that's 3 or 4 months. So in March, when you promoted her, she must have been a model Muslima, and then in 3 months she became a queer, right?
She was a sister.
She was a sister.
She's a model. She was
She's a sister means she was Muslim. That's what it is.
I just like the phrasing of in 3 months she became a queer. Holy crap, man. Like, wow. I don't I don't know if you have a great understanding of this whole thing, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just I know Daniel well enough to move past it. It's just always a little rough hearing.
Yeah. So Daniel is making the point is that the 3 months later he says became queer. We will say came out out of closet, right? But he's saying this 3 months is too short of a time. She could not have been a Muslim worth promoting 3 months right before she came out as queer, right?
Yeah,
that's a good comment.
Yeah, Gajan. Her queer application went through. Yeah, totally. And then I think Susanna's got a really good point. See, people, this is how you use queer as a slur versus as an adjective.
Right.
And
That's a good point. Yeah.
Great example. Just remember that moment of Daniel being like, and 3 months later, she became a queer. Like, just remember that. And next time you're like, is this okay?
Look at this. Yeah. So Said Qutb, I'm gonna say Said Qutb is saying it's funny that I'm a Muslim conservative watching atheists watching conservative Muslims. Very meta.
We might in the future watch videos of conservative Muslims watching atheists. You know, that would just make it even more.
I have news for Said Qutb right now. Okay, this goes deeper. We're actually watching you right now as well.
Oh my god!
God.
This is getting way too meta for me, you guys. This is a lot.
No, okay, no, we're not watching you. All right, let's continue.
And why are you promoting her as a model, as a transformative, doing important work?
The work that she did for Muslim women at that time, from my purview, was good.
So you're promoting her to the Muslim community, but you admit that she's not a model at that time.
She's a Muslim. Who's the model?
Muslima is a female version of Muslim. So she was a Muslima. Muslim means Muslim man. Muslima means Muslim woman. Okay, it's a female version. So she was a Muslim.
That she's not a model at that time.
She's a Muslim. Who's the model? Who's the model? What do you mean? What does a model mean? You mean she has isma or she has mistakes like everyone else?
So we established that I did not lie about.
You did lie about.
What was the lie?
Because I didn't know those things.
You tweeted her.
You have a mic, right? You have a mic. Let's
go.
The exit is being blocked. Let's walk.
No. This Imam can call me a liar. We're establishing that I'm a liar.
Let's walk.
Okay, pause it real quick. Armin.
Give your brothers the benefit of the doubt.
Armin.
Who wins?
Take it easy.
Armin, pause the video.
Oh wait, go on. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I said it a couple
I
times.
can't hear you in the crowd because there's a crowd. Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I just want any of our wonderful viewers to be like, yeah, you did say it once or twice. Okay, anyway. Okay. That I love. I love that. Again, these people are these are the same people from earlier. Like they are obviously representatives of this masjid, right? And they are clearly trying to keep the peace. They are trying to make this not become more of an incident. And clearly neither of these individuals give a crap about that. They are not respecting this space. They are not respecting these people. They are just interested in making this a fight. I mean, literally just like Honest Opinions is saying, like they want this to be a fight. They want this to be a thing. They don't care about making progress. They don't care about being respectful. None of that crap. Because they have gently asked them multiple times now, like, hey, come on, like, let's get out of here. Let's move. Let's come on, calm down. But it's just a very interesting.
Did somebody shouted like in the crowd says who wins? Because I think like people are. Was that you who said that, or somebody in that crowd?
Oh, I didn't say that. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like
I heard somebody saying like, because I feel like the crowd is like enjoying this drama.
Oh my gosh, yes, they're egging them on. Absolutely, like this is. But again, like this is in part. I would say this is. Maybe not 100%, but I do think a large part of this, what we're seeing right now, is because of the way both of these individuals have presented themselves. They have purposefully pumped this up. They have purposefully gotten their base, their followers, to be more anger driven. Right? They want to see a fire. They want to see an explosion. Come on, get him. I can't believe he said that about you, man. Like, and it's just, it's some of the same garbage that we see from religious people across the board, honestly. Like this, I can imagine these two individuals being replaced with a handful of different Christian preachers. Like, don't get me wrong. So, man, it's very interesting. It's definitely some drama, y'all.
Yeah, Tony's saying I've never been in a live chat. I'm 68. This is great. Well, welcome Tony to our live. This is the first live. Tony, this is the first live chat Tony's been in. That's amazing. Okay,
thanks for joining.
All right, let's continue.
Oh, who wins?
See, literally, who wins?
Yes.
Yeah, and the mom was like, "Take it easy." Like, okay.
You don't continue.
No, they want to. They're playing Salif.
It's okay.
Okay, I think the Imam here is trying to de-escalate a little bit because I think like he might think that he has the upper hand here now. I think the Imam was uncertain about how this could go. He might look really bad among all these people. This is his mosque. This is the people that come and follow him and listen to him, right? But I think he now knows because he didn't want to have this discussion. My thought is that he now knows what to say. So he knows what Daniel was going to say, and he thinks that he has a good comeback. I did not know what this woman was, doing, if I promoted her, I might have didn't have.
He's
going
to try to take that route. You're thinking,
yeah, and he said, and he also has this comeback. His comeback is, if you had called me and informed me about my mistake, that would have been a better thing for you to do instead of calling me a liar publicly. You could have just called me and told me that I made a mistake. So I think because he's a little bit more confident right now, because he thinks that I know what to say now. I have my comeback. So he wants to just, okay, let's have a conversation. I'm ready here to answer. Let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
Normal conversation.
No one wins.
A brotherly conversation.
Let's take it down a notch. He's still the security's pushing us. You don't want people to watch this. I want them to see.
I'm standing. People see.
Imam,
I'm standing in front of you.
Let's go slowly, please.
just clear the path.
So my advice to you, as your elder brother.
No. We're gonna establish whether I.
No, but this is not a good time to touch someone's body. This is not a good time to touch someone's body.
Yeah, for sure.
That is.
Yeah.
That makes things a lot more tense.
Yes, it
someone.
does. Yes. Also, again, I just really think it's worth pointing out that there are clearly a couple of individuals from the masjid right now who are asking for a safety and security issue, right? It sounds like what they're expressing is that the entrance and exit is blocked. That is a safety issue, right? Just being aware of large crowds, being aware of people in a public environment. One thing you want to make sure is that all exits and entrances are secure and free of crap and people, right? So these people are trying to gently move people, out of the way, and nobody is listening, and especially these two. So again, I think it's just worth pointing that out. Like, it seems to me that they're not being particularly respectful of this very holy place of worship.
Right. Apparently somebody noticed Daniel blurring the face of a child, which I want to be fair that if that happened, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for sure. I saw the blurring. I wasn't sure what it was.
Was it a child?
It is.
So I want to be I want to be fair to Daniel here, and I want to give credit where credit is due. Yeah. If Daniel, his editors at least, were careful enough to blur a child's face, that was good. I didn't notice that. Where was it?
I want them to see.
I'm standing.
Oh yeah, this guy here, maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
People see.
I mean, stop blurring women's legs, but whatever.
Please, just clear the path, please.
So my advice to you, as your elder brother.
No. We're gonna.
As your elder brother, Susanna noticed that. Yeah, that's like, I don't know, pulling ranks over. Yeah.
Establish whether I lied upon you. You have to.
You have lied on me more than once.
Where? Tell me the lie. So, Larry Money,
I did a shot of Drake's song, or was I critical?
Drake's song. So now we're getting Drake into this. Let's see where this goes.
Larry Money,
I did a shot of Drake's song, or was I critical of the ideas of what he was doing?
In the tweet,
I was critical.
Should we read the tweet? Let's read the tweet.
We're going to bring another tweet now. This is really good because I want people to understand the things that are considered to be corruption and liberal, okay?
This is the tweet.
And I'm using the word liberal as an insult, like liberal.
Liberal, okay? Right. I just real quick though, imagine any of the people that were involved in compiling any of the holy books that we know of and think about today. Imagine if any one of them were like, I wonder if some popular musician or something one day is going to make a song that might sort of threaten some of our ideology. And then, yeah, exactly, Susanna. Drake? like, my gosh, that shows how fragile your belief system is, in my opinion. It shows how garbage your system is, because this guy is a Canadian from frickin' Degrassi High making music, and that somehow threatens your whole belief system and community. Like, my gosh, fucking pansies.
Right.
Anyway.
Right. Okay. So yeah, people are saying Drake the rapper. Yeah, people are confused. Let's see where this goes.
Let's read the tweet.
You're the security guard.
This is the
Your
tweet
portrayal of
from
what
the
I did
video.
was-
God's plan brings to mind a number of questions about public good, charity, and service. I break that down and more from an Islamic perspective here.
Absolutely.
Is that
Okay, that is bad. That is, I am offended. Like, yes, Daniel has a point. Drake's God's plan brings to mind a number of questions about public good, charity, and service. I break that down and more from an Islamic perspective. Holy crap. Okay, Daniel has a point. I mean, it's being ridiculous, but at the same time, I'm offended as a conservative Muslim from a conservative Muslim perspective. I can see why this is pretty this is pretty shit.
Our own Mufti, you guys, you heard it here. Our own Mufti Armin has said that Daniel is actually correct. This brother here, brother Webb, I guess, Shahib, I don't know how to say his name, but this other Imam has potentially reformed himself out of Islam. So this is bad.
This is kind of like the meme, like what is that meme? That guy comes in like hello kids, like who the guy who wants to act like young, you know what I mean?
Hello, fellow children.
Hello, teenagers. So this post screams that like, oh, young people like Drake, like let me use that as a way to bring Islam.
Okay, so you know what's funny though is like this seems to me so normal. This seems to me like exactly what every Christian preacher I can think of does.
I don't know.
They're like, you know, they see whatever the coolest, latest, hippest thing is. They're like, fidget spinners. You know, how are fidget spinners, you know, the direct revelation of Jesus Christ's love for all of humanity? You know, we'll tell you this Sunday at 9 a.m. Like it just this seems very normal to me, but I can totally understand how from Daniel's perspective that is like a little too far, man. Like really Drake's bringing you hikmah? Seriously? You really need to go to Drake? Why'd you go outside the Quran, bro? Like
but the point is that Drake is, I mean,
he spreads corruption.
It's a symbol of capitalism and consumerism and Western culture and liberalism. So this is like, are you like, this is in Daniel's mind is like, are you serious? Like, why are you promoting Drake? Like, you're in a mob. You're supposed to be spreading Islamic values. What is this filth that you're spreading among young people? So that's what Daniel's perspective. We got a super chat from Gagin American saying Drake the Canadian Dragon defeats the Barack. Thank you, Gagin American, for the super chat. All right, let's see how they describe Drake and what Daniel's take is on the situation.
Inkar of Drake, is that promotion?
I make Inkar of him in that podcast.
What is your tweet? What is the selfie with Drake? What is the
How was
selfie
that
with
even?
Drake?
I took a picture.
What
It
is
was
the
a joke.
concert? You're
Like, oh, like it's a, so see, he's like, you took a selfie with Drake. So imagine that.
Concert. And he was at a concert. Isn't that like also not as super duper Islamic? Like the whole that seems
actually you're right.
There's some problems here. There's some problems here.
Yeah.
Like,
by the way, a lot of people might be like not understanding what the problem with this is. The guy took a picture with Drake. Yeah, this is bad. This is like promoting somebody who's spreading corruption, who is like corrupting people's minds. According to Daniel, this is horrible. Like, how could you be an imam and do this, right? So your
tweet. What is the selfie with Drake? What is the
How was
selfie
that
with
even? I
Drake?
took a picture.
What
It
is
was
the
a joke.
concert? You're taking pictures at a Drake. It wasn't a Drake event. You're taking pictures with Drake, selfies. You're going to a Lupe concert.
What's the hukam of taking
going to
pictures?
a Lupe concert. Wow.
He says, what's the hukam of taking pictures with Drake? Like, hukam means like, what is the? Hold on, let's see.
You're taking pictures at a Drake. It wasn't a Drake event. You're taking pictures with Drake, selfies. You're going to a Lupe concert.
What's the hukam of taking?
So hukam means like ruling. Like what? Like Islamically, do you have it? Like, can you tell me? Give me an Islamic ruling that I can't take a picture with Drake.
Somebody, please. Somebody, please. Okay. Somebody, please make an Islamic ruling. please give us a fatwa that says something about not taking selfies with Drake. That would just make my freaking week. I would be so tickled if that happened. Like, somebody please do that. Like,
I mean, that's okay. So that's very. I think the Imam is being very disingenuous here. Like, what is the ruling of taking a picture? Because he knows that's not how Islam works, right? The way you have, like, it's obviously not allowed Islamically to spread mediums and people that are spreading corruption. There's obviously no specific ruling within Islam that tells you not to take. There's no like hadith that's like, by the way, Muhammad said don't take a picture with Drake. But you have to understand that, based on the spirits of the hadith and the ayah of the verses of the Quran, you have to understand that certain things are obviously wrong.
Yeah,
which
totally.
includes this. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that makes complete sense to me. I just also think it would be really ridiculous if somebody took the time to issue a formal Islamic ruling that was like, don't take pictures with Drake. You know, like that's a bad thing. God doesn't like that. I just think it's very stupid. But
yeah. I mean, of course, it's religion. What do you expect? But let's continue.
What's the hukum shari? What's the hukum shari of taking a picture?
No, you
with
can
Drake?
take a picture with him. Okay. Yes, I took a picture with him.
But that's promoting. I didn't tell people to go listen to him and follow it.
Like you took it about promoting him, Like I didn't say. I said like so. Daniel's saying you're promoting him. You could, and you're like I didn't tell people to go listen to him.
Yes, I took a picture with him. But that's promoting. I didn't tell people to go listen to him and follow him. Did I promote it?
Yes, you said I recommend everyone listen to this album.
Oh my God!
I mean, he literally is. Yeah, he literally is telling people to go listen to it now. Yeah.
Oh my God! See, that's crazy. So I think here's the advantage that Daniel has right now over this Imam. Nobody remembers what they posted in 2014. Okay, Daniel has reviewed. As Susanna mentioned in the live chat, Daniel has went digging and he remembers what he tweeted and the Imam doesn't. So the Imam was like, I took a picture with him. I didn't tell people to go listen to him. And Daniel was like, well, yes, you did.
I've got a tweet. I've got a tweet, my friend, where you literally say, quote, buy the uncensored version. I mean, if that's not an explicit promotion, man. Gosh,
yes.
This is amazing that we're so much on Daniel's side here, but he is actually demonstrably correct here, y'all. Like, goodness gracious, this poor guy.
Yeah.
He's probably seeing his life flash before his eyes. Right? I
think when he said yes, you did. You said go listen. I feel like this guy, like, oh my God! And it was at that moment when I realized I effed up.
I recognized all of the bad decisions in my life that led me to this encounter here.
Yeah. I think Daniel should have, when he was editing this, he should have put a scratching noise, like something like. This was the moment that he should have put that here.
You said I recommend everyone listen to this album. Get the uncensored version.
Drake or Lupe?
The uncensored version. He recommended the uncensored version. Amazing. What the hell? What's wrong with buy the uncensored version? Jesus Christ. Okay.
You're confused now, Daniel. We're talking about Drake, and this is a lie. You just.
Oh, okay. So it says Loop has done more good for his
got exposed.
Okay.
No, when you tweet someone,
and this is a lie. You just got exposed.
No.
So let's look at it. I say the Muslim artists like BR.Ali and Loop Fiasco have done more good for Islam this week than those who, I don't know where the rest is. This seems like something that he posted on Facebook and then automatically gets posted on retweets. So this is not actually
when you tweet someone and you say, I'm doing a shar. I'm going to do a shar.
Oh, here's another tweet.
Tweet someone and you say, I'm doing a shar.
Anyone listens to, who's this guy? Loop? Do you know this
Fiasco?
Guy?
Yeah, it's
Fiasco.
I mean, I just know the name. I'm not familiar with any of the music, but Yeah, like,
why is
like
Daniel showing
someone in
is
the
that
same
bad?
vein. Someone in the same
in the
vein
same
as
vein?
like Drake, yeah.
As Drake? Okay.
I'm going to do a show. I'm going to talk about Drake's album in my khutbah or my talk that is promoting that person.
And I'm critical of his ideas in the podcast. I'm critical of this.
Oh, here's another tweet of him. He
mean-
said, "Loop's my sheikh,
Eh,
my sheikh."
eh.
Oh my god, yeah.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
look
yeah.
great. It doesn't look
That
great.
doesn't look-
I'm gonna be honest. Like,
It's like he's saying I'm critical of their views, and Daniel is showing it on the screen that they're saying they're my sheikh. Like, I look at them as like a Muslim leader.
yeah,
I love him, miss him, hope
I know
he's
he's
well.
being. I know this guy is being, a little. He's exaggerating a little with this. Like, I understand what he's doing, but also at the same time, like, if you're presenting yourself as somebody that is like super duper Islamic, and you say stuff like this, kind of look bad. Kind of looks bad. So
Yeah, you got caught red-handed.
yeah.
I made you thought of it in the podcast that you didn't listen to. You know why? Because you never call the person. You never.
So this is also not like fair from them. It's like, I've said in my khutbah or whatever, I criticize some of their views. When you post a tweet out there, you don't have that context with your
Right.
tweet. You are promoting to Muslim followers of yours a corrupted singer, Islamically a corrupted singer, right? So again, Daniel has a point here.
Yeah,
Looking
I
forward to
agree.
seeing my. Yeah.
Take the time to listen
When you
to
do
them.
something public,
Have you ever called me once in your life before you made that video about
I
me?
don't need to call you.
You
If
don't-
someone,
isn't
what is
that
the
the adab
what
or
is the
gospel?
no. What is the hukum of someone who does show publicly? Is it allowed? Is it permissible, Jazz, for him to be
Imam,
criticized?
So he's saying Islamically, I didn't need to call you privately before I came out publicly and said this about you, because Islamically, if somebody is spreading these corruptions publicly, then you can denounce them publicly. You don't need to have a private conversation with them.
Can I question that a little? So
Go
I
ahead.
have heard that it is actually the correct practice for believing Muslims to privately counsel each other first. This is something. Go ahead.
If what they're doing that is wrong is private.
So if you're just walking publicly around through the streets, you are
if it's
supposed
not-
to publicly address them.
I mean, if you are publicly spreading something that is wrong,
Sure.
then you could become publicly countered. You could publicly be called out. Yes.
Interesting.
If
'Cause
you
there
are
is-
private, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's a similar narrative that is expressed in Christianity about counseling privately with a Christian before, being public. But I don't know if there's that nuance to it where it's like, no, but if they're doing what they're doing in a really public way, just go ahead.
Yeah.
Call them out. So that's
And look,
interesting.
this is another tweet from him from 2013.
This guy definitely had a
Apparently
good
he's
time at this concert. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not up for debate here.
Yeah. How dare you?
Yeah, right. Again, remember, folks, kind of what this context is one of these people went to a concert, had a good time, and made some tweets about it.
I mean, I'm not saying that if you're having fun, then it's haram, but
it feels that
probably
way.
haram.
Yeah, it feels that way.
Like, you have to, if you're ever enjoying yourself and you're a Muslim, you have to wonder, like, okay, this might be haram. I have to check with my mufti
Hang on
or
a
with
second,
my
guys.
marja, with your sheikh or your mufti or your marja or whatever, or your ayatollah or whatever. You have to double check. Like, I was having too much fun. Is this allowed in Islam?
Guys, we're having such a good time. Should we keep doing this or should we stop and pray real quick?
I mean, Islam doesn't. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know that you're Musliming properly when you're miserable. All right. I mean, God, they literally say God is showing you a favor by giving you hardship to bring him
You
closer
know,
to you.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Right.
My gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
So let's go. Yeah.
He says in Lisan Mizan, if I saw someone doing evil, I would not rebuke them until I talk to them.
If I saw someone doing evil, you're promoting evil. You're promoting.
Exactly. That's the difference. If you see somebody doing evil, you tell them privately. But if somebody is promoting evil, then you could call them out publicly.
It.
You're playing
And
with
you're-
semantics.
No, I'm not.
My
playing with
advice
semantics.
to you is this.
Tell me.
My advice is
Here,
this.
I'll ask the audience. I'm ignorant. I'm not.
Oh my God. Like when they look at this guy, okay, I'm getting offended. This Imam, when he was at the concert, there was a lot of light. And instead of saying that's a lot of light, he says that's a lot of nur. So this is the Arabic or Islamic version or the Quranic version of mentioning light. So it's kind of, I see why Daniel, why he says he's talking about rap concert lights and he's referring to it as nur, like the Quranic version of referring to light. So that's pretty offensive.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
My advice to you is this.
Tell me.
My advice is
Here, I'll ask the audience. I'm ignorant. I'm not a sheikh. I never claimed to be a sheikh. Here's a question
But
for
you
the
think
audience.
you are.
No, I'm not at all.
Then
I'm not
why-
a sheikh.
then why are
I'm
you
jahil.
always-
I'm jahil. Here's a.
Jahil means ignorant. I'm glad I'm here. I'm doing the translations here. Jahil means ignorant, but when Muslims like this are referring to jahil as ignorant, means ignorant from hukm Allah. I'm ignorant from from Islam, from the rulings of God. Like consider me ignorant.
It's a bit of a tactic that Daniel's using. Like it's something you do where you're like, hey, I'm not an expert, but like, tell me what y'all think. Like it's a bit of a tactic. I mean, but not 100%. But I just feel like most of this conversation has been disingenuous from both of these guys from the get-go anyway. So it's like it feels more played up than anything. But
yeah, Susanna is saying, I love it when Armin gets offended on behalf of conservative Muslims. Yeah. I'm trying to
the only true Muslim out there. Our Ayatollah Armin.
Yeah, Ayatollah for Shias, Mufti for Sunnis in the chat.
No, I'm not at all. I'm not a sheikh. I'm jahil. I'm jahil. Here's a question for the audience. Can Muslim women pose in pornographic magazines?
Do you see? He left the best for last, okay? Because you know why he's asking the audience? Because he's like, I'm not a sheikh. I'm not an expert. I'm a jahil. Let me ask these other jahils who are not sheikh. Because what he's saying this is the ABCs of Islam.
Yeah.
So I don't need to be an expert to be able to show everyone how bad you are at being an imam. Everybody here know the next thing I'm going to show to everybody that you did, not a sheikh, but everybody around here will be able to say that you did this wrong. But yeah, go on.
So clearly I'm not a sheikh, right? Jahil 100%, right? Not even raised Islamic. I'm gonna guess what the answer to this question is, Armin. I'm gonna say no. It's not okay for Muslim women to appear in pornographic magazines. Yeah. So I would also say if this imam promotes that would also not be okay. That's just my thoughts on it. There's somebody clearly outside of the fold of Islam. So yeah.
Right. But by the way, I'm glad that we have Sayyid Qutb here in the live chat. So give his takes on what we're saying here. So we have a conservative Muslims in the live chat. So I'm going to highlight some of his comments as well, so you guys get his perspective as well, right? So here Susanna is like he 100% has some dirt on web.
It feels like that. He's setting it up.
Yeah, but I just want to also hats off to Daniel here because this was done masterfully, right? So. Right, like not only he left this for last, he will, well, close to last. He also used it at the exact time that he was being. The question was, "Are you an expert to tell me if this is Islamic ruling or not?" So look how clever he is. He's like, "No, I'm not a sheikh. I'm like not even even lower than a sheikh, even lower than average. I'm a jahil. But don't ask me. Ask everyone here whether this next standard is this next thing is permissible or not. For me now to show you your next tweet, right? This is, I mean, you could have not written this better. Yeah. Like this was pure gold. Good job, Daniel. Let's see.
Yes, question for the audience. I'm ignorant. I'm not a sheikh. I never claimed to be a sheikh. Here's a question for the audience. You are. No, I'm not at all.
Then
I'm not a sheikh. I'm jahil. I'm jahil. Here's a question for the audience. Can Muslim women pose in pornographic magazines? Yes or no? So here's
so he knows what's okay. So no, but this is a good thing because he already before showing the tweet, he basically got the audience, and this is his followers. This is his mosque. He asked something obvious from the audience, and everyone was like, "Of course not, no." Right? And the Imam knows that he's walking into a trap. You're like, "This is a trap."
Already getting
and he's
ready.
Like, I don't like where this is going. And he's like, "Wait a minute, guys. We're walking. Don't take the bait. We're walking into a trap here. No, I don't like where this is going." Oh no! Yeah, exactly. So look at this.
Then why is Imam Sohaib promoting a Muslima in a pornographic magazine?
Wow, this is you. A Muslima means a Muslim woman. A Muslim woman in a pornographic magazine. This is him. This is this Imam's worst nightmare. This is what you could see his hand rising up because this is exactly what he didn't want to happen. So, initially, he thought that he has this. When Daniel came in and he's like, "You lied about me," and Daniel showed him his tweet, the Imam was like, "Okay, I got this. This is all he has. I can handle this." So he came more with confidence and he started talking to Daniel. Now he knows that Daniel had more ready for him, and he knows that this is bad for him. But go on. He's going to be embarrassed in front of his audience.
Yeah, I really, really, really think this is one of those moments where we all look in the mirror first before we look out the window, you know?
Right.
Like, because how did this Imam call Daniel out? Did he just genuinely not remember that he once retweeted somebody saying that they were in Playboy magazine?
No. That's not
super bad for this guy.
Yeah, well, actually, you're right. Never mind. He did. Okay, I was going to say that's not exactly what he did, but what we're saying.
Like he called Daniel out apparently with
right.
this in his background. Like, dude, you should have known.
What year was this? This was 2016.
I mean, it was a while ago, but still, was this guy not an Imam back then? Was he not? Like,
yeah,
I if you're up there yelling about it's like the preachers in the US where they're yelling about how homosexuals are destroying the country, and then they get caught like blowing some dude for coke in a bathroom, and it's like, bro, you should just really take a look at your own life first, man. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, just
right,
called out.
Yeah, this is worse than physical torture for most people, right?
Yes.
This is the community that respects you and sees you as a role model and comes to you and asks Islamic question. And now Daniel is making everybody in that community side with you over them. And basically Susanna was saying, this is like my personal nightmare. Yes, this is many people's personal nightmare.
Yes.
But yeah, okay, also this one.
I just think that's a good clarification. Yeah. Susanna's correct.
Yep.
Playboy has stopped publishing PORN at this point. So they are just publishing articles. And it looks like with the link this person is sending, it probably is just an interview as opposed to...
That's his comeback.
But...
That's going to be a save probably.
But where did Playboy start? Like, let's not pretend like...
Let's not... Okay, let's see what this... Because this is probably where the conversation is going to go, right? So this is probably where they're going to. By the way, we just got a super sticker from Secular Sakai. Thank you so much. It's a pair laughing. Thank you so much, Secular Sakai. All right, let's continue. Let me unstart this. Okay. That's bad. That's bad. So let's look at this.
So here's why is Imam Sohaib promoting a Muslima in a pornographic magazine?
Yo, that's pretty bad. Yo, did he do that? Like, oh, that's pretty bad.
Here's the issue.
Did she pose nude in that magazine?
Okay, so this is the point that you and Susanna were making.
Did she pose nude in that magazine?
Did she pose nude in that magazine? But that doesn't matter. Okay, here's the thing. I think the Imam, by asking this question, he thinks that he's saving himself. But if I was a Muslim, I would be like, dude, it's Playboy.
Yeah.
Like you're promoting the name Playboy. Like you think that's a defense? That is already such a dirty name.
You Google and Playboy, you're not gonna find this article first. I'm just gonna
It doesn't matter. No, even if you do. Let's say they wiped out, like I don't think people appreciate how much dirt, like I don't know, like the honor, the guilt, the shame associated, like this name is a corrupted name.
Sure, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
It goes deeper than just
So if I'm trying to channel my Muslim conservative to you guys. If you come and say to me that, okay, she didn't, yes, I tweeted Playboy, but she didn't post a nude. To me, it seemed like you are not conservative enough. That's a defense. For you to say that, to me, shows that you do not understand when to stop. Like, this is obviously too far. But maybe Daniel points this out himself.
Here's the issue.
Did she pose nude in that magazine?
I don't know. I didn't look at it. Did you?
Exactly.
Did you? Okay, wait, let me actually find this picture. What's her name? Noor Taguri Playboy, right? So I just want to make sure. Oh yeah, nope, this is not good. I mean, for us, this is nothing. But
is she showing her ankles or hair? Because I'm not sure you can show that on YouTube, Armin. I just want to be careful. I don't want to get a strike or anything. Is it that bad? Is it rough? Is it?
Well, I mean, it's like this.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Holy! Oh no! Wait.
No, this is bad. I mean, she's first of all, she has the U.S. flag. She's wearing tight clothes. She's wearing a pants. She has makeup on. Yeah, this is.
I'm kind of attracted to some of these pictures. I think I might be sinning. I might be sinning right now, Armin.
Yes. Let me see if I could. Okay, let's see what so they pick. So you can see that Daniel, as a proper Muslim, when he's showing this to his Muslim audience, he makes sure that he pixelates the picture, right? This is what a proper Muslim does, right?
Yeah. That's how to stay pure, guys.
Oh, here I have the full picture. Yeah, this I just made you sin. I showed you, like, look at all this makeup, look at the hair, look at the tight pants. This is not how to do proper Islam. But here's the thing: as Daniel, not the Imam, not only he did not pixelate it, he actually retweeted the image, the link that goes to this image. Yeah,
he did. Yeah.
By the way, that's a pretty hot picture. By the way, I like this.
It's not. Yeah, seriously.
Flag.
Yeah. She looks great. Honestly, she looks great.
All right. Yeah. Oh, Asian American just gave us a super chat. If it shows up on StreamYard, I will. Oh, let me actually read this first. It says, I'm a Muslim in a Muslim society. So this is our conservative Muslim in the live chat is giving us his takes. It's saying, in a Muslim society run by Muslims, personalities like Daniel are always marginalized because he causes too much divisions and problems. He's only famous because he is in the US and no one controls him. I mean, I think you're generalizing, say Kutub. I don't think you could say always marginalized. I don't think you could speak on behalf of, Muslim societies like that. You don't know what will happen. We have a whole history of the Islamic world, and we have had these people sometimes being marginalized and these people sometimes having a major follower, like gaining a major follower. I don't think you could just say that in total. But okay, here's a super chat from Gagey American. Gagey American saying, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. Saying, Mufti Armin, what's the tightest clothes can be? Well, actually, as a Mufti, I could say you could wear, as a woman, as you could wear as tight as clothes as you want, as long as you don't wear it publicly. You could wear the most. You can
around your family.
In fact, as a Mufti, I will say, if the sexier clothes you wear, the better. God will reward you for it if you're wearing it for your husband.
Oh,
so you could go into, Victoria's Secret and buy as many sexy clothes as you want. That's completely halal. No, it is. It's completely halal. Just make sure that you're buying them for the pleasure of your husband.
I really like the thought of us being like promoting like good Muslim women should buy super sexy clothing to get real nasty with their husbands. Like just have all the dirty sex you want Islamically with your husband. But go for it. Like I feel like I feel like that's positive, honestly. I feel like that progresses, the Muslim world. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't look. Should I open Playboy magazine? I don't know. I didn't look it. Did you? Exactly. You didn't look.
Oh, so the Imam think like, okay, I'm gonna jump on this. He didn't look. He didn't look. So guys, he didn't do his research. Please, guys. He wants to get the ideas back to him. Like, guys, he didn't look. Okay.
Should I open Playboy magazine? You didn't do research. Playboy magazine? You didn't do the research. Playboy magazine?
Like, why would I open it? It's Playboy magazine.
Daniel,
like, obviously, I wouldn't
that
open.
Point.
Yeah.
Normally, you didn't do your research point is good in these like alpha bro debate things, but it is not.
Right.
It's actually not winning here. But
yeah.
Before you criticize,
should I open Playboy magazine and see if she's naked or not?
Daniel is basically saying it's Playboy magazine. Why do I need to open it? Right.
The man just admitted that he did not do the research.
So look at what this Imam is doing. Before he was like, let's calm down, let's de-escalate, right? Like let's But now, because he was waiting for him to find something that he could shout, because now he's shouting. Because I think he was being dishonest when he was trying to de-escalate, because he thought that he doesn't have the upper hand.
Yeah.
Now he found something that he could shout, and now he doesn't want to de-escalate. He wants to shout to his audience, and now he wants to keep shouting it, so that he buries all everything else under this noise, under this loud voice. The man did not do his research, right? Yeah. So this is when you don't have a point. Your loudness is trying to. You're trying to come up with not having a point by being very loud and trying to, make people like, okay, he didn't do his research. He accused me without doing research.
You know why? Yeah, I didn't. She did an interview for the magazine, like Malcolm X.
But the funny thing is that Daniel doesn't need this audience. Okay, this man, the audience that this man needs is this mosque. This is his people. Daniel doesn't need to shout, because Daniel has that microphone right next to him, so he doesn't need to be heard by the people around here, because he has the bigger audience. This video got viewed by 250,000 people, right? Wow. So yeah, you do your shouting with the small amount of people you have here.
Yeah,
I go talk to my own community. I don't need to raise my voice.
Did an interview for the same magazine. You are incorrect. Were her pictures in the magazine? With proper hijab on, absolutely.
Proper. Oh, did you hear that scratch noise? He says, like, yes, like he says, were there pictures of her in that article? And he's like, yes, she was a nude with He shouldn't have said proper.
Yeah,
he should have just said
that was not proper hijab. Right.
That was You are now an imam, and you call that proper hijab?
Yeah.
Was there a
that's
scratching noise here?
obviously wrong.
Yeah. Was there a scratching noise here?
You
Because
are
Were her
incorrect.
pictures in the
You're-
magazine?
so, with proper hijab on, absolutely.
yes, perfect. Proper hijab. Proper hijab. Proper hijab. Yes. Oh,
no.
nice. Okay.
no.
So this is perfect. Amazing work to Daniel. Let's look at the proper hijab in question. Okay. So we can't look at it because he's blurring it. But again, remember, this is the picture we're
Right.
talking about here. He can't show it. So he's like, it has makeup, provocative posing.
Provocative
Yeah, well,
posing. Okay.
let's go look at. Yep, legs up. Legs
That's kind of
are up. That's,
provocative. Yeah.
yeah. So properly, when a Muslim woman sits, you're supposed to put your legs. You have to close your
Makes
legs.
sense.
This is not.
Yeah,
This is
sure.
provocative, right?
Sure.
So tight pants. Yeah.
Definitely.
Tight jacket.
Yeah.
Scarf with hair showing.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hair
there
showing.
it is.
You're right.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is not proper hijab.
Wow.
With proper hijab on, absolutely.
You opened the magazine to see that?
I know her family.
You went on the
I
website
know
to
her
see that?
father and mother.
Did you
She
open the
sent me
magazine?
the
Okay, so this is really bad for the imam because the
Yeah,
imam
it
is
is.
saying I didn't click it. But the fact is, if you're saying I didn't click it, you are also saying that it's not okay to click it. Then why did you retweet it? If it's
Mhm.
not okay to click it, he's like, I did not click
Mhm.
it. I did not see it. Then if it's not okay to click, it's not okay to promote it for other people to
Yeah.
click. This
Yeah.
is
This is not a good moment for this guy here,
Yeah,
unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like dug himself a grave, R.I.P.
Yeah, seriously.
yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
bro.
actual article. She sent me the article.
On Playboy.com?
She copied it and sent it to me. I didn't look at the magazine.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, exactly my point.
Wow.
My point. He retweeted the link to the magazine. So you're saying if he said like, oh, somebody else sent it to me, I didn't click on it. That's an admission that this link is filth. If you say I didn't click on it, somebody else sent it to me, you're saying clicking on this link is taking you to a filth website which you retweeted. You dug yourself a hole. This is you destroying. You're destroying yourself. Yeah.
There's really no way for him to recover at this point.
No.
Like, Good God. I mean, and again, like remember everybody, Armin and I don't agree with what these two guys are yelling about. Like neither of us have a problem with this person. I haven't read that article, but it's probably an okay article. You know, it's probably nothing obscene or heinous or atrocious in any way, but
I mean, this is beautiful. We loved it.
This is a great picture. This is seriously.
This is a work of art.
Absolutely.
Look at the colors. Look at the pose. Look at the energy. Look at the this is fantastic.
Across the board.
We get to enjoy. We liberals, we get to enjoy this, right? This is the benefit of not being a Muslim. We get like, this is beautiful, right?
That's right. That's right. Like,
Yeah.
remember,
Right,
if you're having a good time, it's probably not halal. So
yeah. Guys, join our side. You get to enjoy stuff like this without guilt on our side. Okay.
Yeah.
This is
We
the world
encourage
is more
this.
beautiful.
We're fans of this. We're all in favor of this. We're like, heck yeah, get that interview, girl. Like freaking, totally do it. I mean, okay. But yeah, I mean, Daniel's technically Islamically correct. So.
Yeah. All right. So this is the retweet. This is the link he to retweeted. Yeah, with the link in there. Like it's here. I'm honored to share that hashtag Playbook has named me 2016 Renegade and has featured me in their piece with the link, and you retweeted that. Well, you know what? You know what I would do if I was their mom? I would be like, you know what, brother Daniel, you're right. I sinned. Thank you. you know, eyes of, you know,
That's the
what
only
you know,
way out at this point is to
that-
own up to it.
you're like,
And
oh, you're right. Thank you,
Yep.
brother. This is how you recover from this. Oh my God, you're right. You weren't lying. This was
Yep.
wrong of me. I had forgotten. Thank you
that's
so
how
much
he
for
recovers.
That's
honestly.
how you recovers from this. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I got another Mufti question. So Gasian American with the super chat. Thank you so much, Gasian American, saying, Mufti Armin, what degree of leg opening is haram? Again, same answer. You could open your legs as wide as your flexibility allows, okay? As long as you spread them for your husband. Okay, that's my answer. Spread them for your husband
in public any more than like a 15-degree angle, and you're saying it's getting provocative. Is that
yes?
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Just
keep them closed, knees together.
Keep them knees together, knees close to touching. Okay, Webb is putting the link of the filthy website in front of millions of Muslims. I mean, technically, not millions. He wasn't. Okay, not millions. Though.
Yeah, it got 206 retweets, so it's.
I mean, he got all these tweets because of Noor's account, not because of the retweets of the Imam. He didn't have all that followers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But still, Daniel's right in the point he's making.
Yeah, he's right. His point is right.
I didn't look at the magazine.
So you didn't see her pictures then?
I saw her pictures because she sent me the article.
Okay, so you saw her pictures and you saw the article. Great. Is this promotion, the kind of behavior that we want the Muslim community to practice?
Is there any problem with it?
No, I asked everyone. Can Muslim and Imam?
I think Daniel didn't have all the facts with him at this point, so the video that he's posting is making a better point. And this is the power of having a big YouTube channel, okay? Because he's not making all the good points here, but with the power of editing, he could then add it later, right? Because he's not right now putting it together right now at the scene. That this guy is saying I did not click on it, which means that this link is filth, but he retweeted it, so he retweeted filth. He's not putting those together, so he's not mentioning it. And he also doesn't know the picture was bad from an Islamic standard. He realized that later. But now he can do, this is the weapon that the Imam doesn't have, but Daniel has. He could add all these points later once he thinks about it and once he realizes he has more information. Right?
Yeah.
Imam,
they are not sacrificing.
Brother, ask us.
Yes or no, young brother? So should I go? So this is the point, and I'll finish here now. That the man does not do research before he criticizes people.
This is when he should move, right? He should not let Daniel, because he has his point. Get out of here.
Yes, seriously. Yeah. He's clearly
that the man does not.
He's fighting for his life in this conversation right now.
Right.
Do research before he criticizes people. And I gave 3 examples. And he has a camera and a mic. Next time, Azizan.
No, sorry.
Call me.
You just told me to read Playboy magazine to read the interview.
I told you read the article, you freak. You were the one thinking about Playboy magazine. I said read the article. Read her article. You can access the article without looking at the magazine.
We can read.
He said you. Oh my God! He said you freak. Like he said, I didn't say. He called him a freak for saying that he suggested to click on the Playboy article, the one that he retweeted. You freak! That was such a low. That was below the belt. Yeah. Because why would he call him a freak? That was so dishonest of the Imam. Like that was immoral from an Islamic and a non-Islamic perspective, because he is trying to. He's so I think he's so cornered and he's so.
Yep.
He's so nervous right now that he just called Daniel a freak. Obviously, Daniel is not promoting Playboy. Why would you call him a freak? He says why he's accusing Daniel for asking the Imam to do something that Daniel himself would probably want to do, and that's why he would call him a freak. That's such a dishonest accusation right now. It makes no sense right now. It shows that you're so desperate at this point to call Daniel a freak. He's lashing out. Exactly.
Yep. Yep. Because he's recognizing the tide is turning against him. He's recognizing he's being
Right.
shown exactly why Daniel was saying the things that he was saying. And while there may be a dishonesty coming from Daniel, I mean, yeah, Daniel does seem sort of freaky, but that's not the point here. I mean, yes, but not the point. But this Imam is recognizing that, yeah, like the things Daniel has called him out on actually do have some merit, you know. But instead of resolving the cognitive dissonance that this Imam is feeling, right? Because this Imam, again, like you said, even probably recognizes that the Playboy article is Islamically filth, right? Even though probably,
I mean, that's why he called him a freak. That's why he's calling Daniel a freak.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't read it. That's why he didn't see the pictures. He didn't open the magazine. He didn't go to the website. Exactly. But at the same time, he is trying to make sense of the fact that he does not individually necessarily agree with all of that, because he's retweeting this person that is, in his eyes, a good person, right? So there's this cognitive dissonance that this Imam is trying to resolve, but isn't capable of doing it yet. And Daniel is pointing that out. And again, like, I think what Daniel's promoting is gross, but he's right.
Yeah, we are.
He's correct Islamically.
Yeah. I mean, let me spell this out a little bit more clearly, and then we'll move forward with the rest of the video. But basically, by calling him a freak here, what the Imam is saying is that this link is filth, and the reason, and he's accusing Daniel of something. He's saying, of course, I wouldn't click on this link. And by Daniel suggesting that I would click on it, that means that Daniel himself would click on it, which is so dishonest to suggest that Daniel would click on this link because he's wondering if I clicked on it. That's such a dishonest conclusion. But you dug yourself a bigger hole by saying that, because by calling him a freak, you are highlighting more that it is your view that this link, any link from Playboy, is so filthy that by a mere suggestion of somebody clicking on it will make you a freak.
Yeah.
But by highlighting that even more to this degree, then when he shows that you retweeted the link itself, you shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
He destroyed you.
This does not look good for Imam Webb here. It does not look good.
Right. By the way, this sounds all very ridiculous. Like, we're talking about clicking a link to an article, and we're talking about a picture of a woman with a hijab. And you guys like, what are these people fighting about?
Again?
About a hair and an article that is not nude, and a retweeting of I'm posting a picture of a Drake. But I want you guys, to know the details of this, to see what resources and time and energy is being wasted on in this world because of religion. Look at where the world is heading, right? This is why religion is dragging us down, slowing us down. Like, the rest of the world is trying to figure out what AI is going to do to us. What are the cleaner sources of energy? How to solve problems with this, come up with new vaccines to stop, these new viruses that people are finding. How to allocate, our incomes to more people. What policies to come up with? Should we have minimum wage or not? What level it should be? But religion is making a grown man fight over whether or not posting a picture of Drake, whether or not a link is retweeting a link to an article where a woman has some hair showing, and her job is not fully covered. She has it. I mean, come on, her leg was open. It wasn't closed. It was open. Her pants were tight. Look at the level of discussions we are being made to have because of religion, both Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism. This is a waste of time, energy, and resources. The only time energy spent on religion is energy worth spent is the energy fighting religion, is the energy spent on destroying religion. That's the only discussion that makes this worth having, which is what we're doing here right now. So if you think that's worth, if you think a world would be a better place if these discussions are no one is having these discussions, then please like this video and support this channel. Because that's what we're trying to move past these discussions. We're fighting for a world where these discussions, no one is having these discussions. But
if on the flip side, though, just throwing this out there, like if on the flip side you watch this video and you think to yourself, oh my gosh, Armin, Elliot, you guys are so off base. The things these two grown adults are arguing about in public is actually the most important thing. You can also tell us in the comments too. Like, we'd love to hear from you. Like, please post it out there. We oftentimes talk with believers. We regularly are on lots of different shows and stuff now that like we take calls from people all the time. So like, hit us up if you genuinely have a good argument for why this is the most valuable thing these two individuals can be doing with their lives. Like, if you have a good argument, we'll listen to it. We just really feel like it's probably not well founded. So, but and again, wasn't this article about the fact that she was a Muslim woman trying to connect Muslim women across the globe? Like, wasn't that part of what the article was about? Like, she was like spreading the Islamic faith or something. Like, doesn't matter. But
good point. And also, Daniel, come debate me. Like, should I use this, Imam?
Call him out. He obviously shows up every time people call him out for debates. I'm sure he'll see
Darker saying, but Daniel doesn't do well when debating those issues. Yeah, apparently you don't, because that's why you don't. I think Daniel knows. I think this works. I think Daniel knows that I will obviously defeat him in a debate. He knows that I will crush him. That's why he doesn't respond to me. He responds to other people, but he doesn't respond to me.
I really don't think Daniel would be able to. I really don't think Daniel would be able to hang with you when it came to an economics discussion, like a global economy discussion. I really think he would be just so out of his depth there. Yeah,
I think so. There's only one way to find out, but I think Daniel might just be a coward because he shows up because this Imam is too easy. This Imam, he showed up. He know how to crush somebody. Such a weak person like this. But when it comes, he has seen my discussions. I think he knows that I could handle myself in a debate, and that's why he doesn't reach out to me. But I don't think he will reach out to me ever because he knows
in fairness, you make it really difficult. It's not like you put like links to contact you in every single video description or anything. Like it would be a shame if on the Atheist Republic website there wasn't a contact us portion or anything. So like that would be really disingenuous on your part. But it oh wait, hang on. I just looking. Oh, here they are. Oh, yeah, super easily available ways to contact Armin to have this discussion publicly.
I mean, we message each other before on Facebook and on Facebook.
Oh, so you guys are even talk. Okay, wow, yeah. So at this point, he definitely couldn't argue that he doesn't know or doesn't have a way to contact you. So
Susanna is saying, I hate what Daniel promotes, so I feel guilty that I want to see more public confrontations from him.
But he's the number one force against Islam right now. He's like him and the Islamic regime. It's like they're working hand in hand to destroy the Islamic community. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, no. So Wick's Life is saying, Armin, Daniel is a really good debater, though. I know. But these are the things you need to say for people to come and talk to you. You have to be like, I will crush you.
Yeah.
I will bury you.
You have to be all
that's
alpha,
why,
bro.
Yeah, like you're nothing.
Yeah.
If you were here
right now, you wouldn't have that smirk on your face, Daniel. Like, you couldn't stand this. You couldn't handle this. You can't take it. You done. You're finished. You're finished.
Right. Yes.
I think it makes you look like a 5-year-old, but whatever.
I know. We're just playing a game right now. We just saw this video, so yeah. Asian American just gave us a $5 super chat saying, Mufti Armin, if my male partner got a full, what is this? Intestinal implant from a woman, would fun time be permissible? This stream was enlightening to an ex-pagan. Well, for
you
you're
get
a
what
man.
he's going at, right?
No,
he's saying if you have a anal transplant, right? Like you take the butthole from a woman and you put that into a man. Does that make it halal? That's what he's getting at here. I wanted to. This
is male relationship. The whole thing is haram. I don't know what you're talking about.
Even if the body parts are changed or switched.
No. Go. Go do Tawbah or something. First of all, you're not even a Muslim. You have to convert to Islam first, and then you have to stop doing all these haram things. Yeah.
Susanna normally has so much tolerance for Asian American and the odd questions that he brings us, and I just love the fact that even she was like, all right, that's a bit much.
I still don't get it. I just, you know what, as a mufti, I just stop. I don't need to read the rest. I see male and male relationship
done,
and I'm done. I don't need to read the rest. The rest of it is haram.
Okay.
Somebody explain to me what happened here later, because my pure Muslim mind cannot comprehend what just happened. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's continue.
To read the interview. I told you read the article, you freak. You were the one thinking about Playboy magazine. I said read the article.
You're the one who's thinking about Playboy magazine. You tweeted. He's highlighting your retweet. What the dishonest. I'm actually rooting for Daniel. This is such a dishonest.
Her article. You can access the article without looking at the magazine.
We can read the tweet.
The problem we have here is you don't know how to do research. And that's why you lie about Suleiman, you lie about me, you lie about everybody, and you made your fame. You made your fame. You made your fame attacking the ulama. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, he walked out.
Wow.
So this is such a weak way. So he just yelled. He just think he has his win. You're like, I cannot stay here, or else this guy would bury me. So I'm gonna shout. And then just walk away instead of actually seeing what the comeback is. That's such a dishonest.
Good. Yeah,
that
didn't look good.
Run away! Run away! Huh? What was this issue?
That was weak. That he thought that looked strong. That looked really weak. You were running away. You were running away.
What was he saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's the best description of fake mic drop. That was a fake mic drop. Yeah,
seriously.
Yeah, exactly. A thought-stopping tactic, exactly.
I don't know. He said, I didn't do my research. He said, oh, Noor Tahori, the Muslim in Playboy magazine, she didn't post nude, so it's okay. She just did an interview. So I asked him, did she have pictures? He said, yes. So you saw the pictures? He said, yes. So I said, okay, you're looking at pictures of women in this magazine. Does she even have proper hijab? Allahu alam, but he's the expert.
Allahu alam means God knows. You know, I think they all I think the Imam actually clicked on the link and checked it.
I'm positive he did. I'm positive he did. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, engaging American with the super chat saying this was a thought-stopping tactic. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he wanted the conversation to end, so he ended the conversation and walked away.
Yeah.
Expert on Playboy magazine, I guess.
They say this. Why are you here today? And why are we standing right here? What happened before this?
We're here because Imam Sohaib and the type of dawah he represents has been a disaster for the Muslim community in America. We have so many youth who have been misguided by these liberal imams who are pushing liberalism. They will tweet about Drake. They will promote all kinds of deviance. They will promote LGBT activists. They will promote, like, we didn't even get to his LGBT activism of Imam Sohaib.
So real quick,
Question about what
real
All
quick.
of this is documented. He called
Just it's worth pointing out. Daniel said this is a liberal imam promoting liberalism, and then the points that he brought up were like promoting Drake and like taking pictures of Drake and like LGBTQ activism. So I just want everybody out there to know the horrors from Daniel's perspective that comes with liberalizing, okay? If you bring liberalism to your community, to your family, you might have people you care about taking pictures of Drake, okay? Promoting Drake, okay? I want to point that out. I think that is the absolute edge of the total destruction of society as we know it. If everybody starts taking pictures of Drake, I mean, right, exactly. Right. Susanna, our liberal philosopher Drake, the man who has progressed liberal society more than anybody else. This is what you're opening yourselves up to, folks. Don't do it.
It's the fruits of the liberal world order. This is what so the idea is that entertainment, music, movies, sexy woman, Playboy, computer games, so their understanding is that the liberal world order wants to put you in this rat race and turn you into this mindless followers that are just working with the dream with these fake rewards that they're throwing at you with celebrities and stuff, so that you could basically grind your way, just slaving through and making these elite powers that be, which is, again, I don't want to refer to what I'm talking, the elite powers that be.
I think just most of us know.
Just anti-Semitic thoughts, just anti-Semitic thoughts,
conspiracy.
Yes, they are basically sucking all your energy and all your life for their gain. Right. So the way that Drake plays into this is one of the tools to control people's minds, to put them to spend their money. Yeah. Anyways, you know what I'm getting.
Yeah, at, right? It's so ridiculous when you think about it from that perspective, though, right? Like the last album that Drake put out there is actually to I don't know what, like support the state of Israel or something. It's just so ridiculous. It's just so freaking stupid.
Yeah.
It's just
Jake.
Yes, Jake. It's just so dumb. But you're totally right. Yeah. That's what's underlying so much of this for Daniel. It's just so stupid.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Call me a liar,
brother Daniel. That's enough.
Yeah, it's enough now. When you're I'm not done.
You deflected, brother.
Yeah, I deflected. We're not listening to you. So this is Imam. This is the Masjid Imam who doesn't want us to talk about this.
No.
He doesn't.
So here's what's happening. They thought that the Imam leaving, it fixes this thing, but they're noticing that Daniel is creating a crowd. So even with that, the Imam there, Daniel has access to the Muslims here, and they're like, the supporters of the Imam are to come and just be like, just go home, just stop it, right? Yeah.
You want us to talk about doing that. You need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing that.
Doing what?
You have no adab at all. You have no adab.
He says you have no adab at all. Adab means politeness.
See, that's what I said earlier. There's no respect from either of these people. There is no respect from Imam Webb. There's no respect from Daniel. No, absolutely no. They are disrespecting.
Manners.
Yeah, absolutely. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous in my opinion. They both just did this for exactly this interaction, a scene. They did this for the videos. They did this for the views. It's obvious on both of them, I think.
I think the best translation for adab is manners.
Yeah,
Islamic manners.
I agree.
at all. You just deflected every question that the Sheikh asked. You presented
I did
no
not
evidence.
deflect anything. I'm not debating
Then
it.
you accused him of reading Playboy magazine.
He said it. He
No,
said
he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
No,
he said he read the interview and looked at her pictures.
I want this video on Twitter uncut.
Yeah, it'll be uncut. Trust me. When he says read Playboy magazine,
I trust your word for it. Barakallah feekum.
Yeah, when-
Inshallah,
when-
we'll see you around. We'll see you around. Yalla, let's go. Assalamu alaikum. Barakallah feekum. Yalla.
So this guy is basically the Imam's stooge trying to come up, clean up this mess. Like, get the hell out of here. Like he's, you know,
And
Yalla,
at
let's
this
go.
point,
Is it-
he's lost the credibility that he had from the beginning, I think, a little. Because he's attempting now to engage more than he is to provide security and safety.
more aggressive.
Yes.
He's becoming more aggressive.
Right. At the beginning, he was very much displaying this. I want to calm everything down. I don't want this to go out of hand. He then was talking about safety. You guys are blocking the exits, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, at that point, I think, and again, I think in part you can see the performative nature, right? Like the moment the person filming turns around completely to get him on camera, what does he do? He does the smile to Jenna and he salutes and says, Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on, man. Come on, man. You know, like, come on. That's so ridiculous. Maybe he did it unconsciously, but like, come on, man. You know, it's just a bit performative at that point. The camera turns on you and then you just suddenly, you know, turn all polite and whatever. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I didn't notice that. He became so polite when the camera turned because he's being very aggressive right now, and the camera turned and became polite. Yeah.
Playboy magazine.
I trust your word for it. Barakallah feekum.
Yeah, when-
Inshallah,
when-
we'll see you around. We'll see you around. Yalla, let's go. Assalamu alaikum. Barakallah feekum. Yalla.
Yeah.
Now it's yalla. So yalla means like, oh God, but yalla is used in Arabic as in like, move on, like let's go. Like get it. So yalla, like get out. Basically, I would translate ya Allah. It means oh dear God or oh God. Okay, but here I will translate ya Allah as get the f out of here. That's how I would translate.
Yeah,
Allah.
for sure. That's
Yalla,
what he's saying.
Yalla.
Yeah.
Yalla, let's go. Let's go.
we didn't talk about his rabbi. Why?
Oh, he's like,
Oh,
I had so
wow.
much more to say.
Wow.
He is a Yeah, he's like,
Daniel
he
didn't
talk
want to
about
leave
Rav.
without throwing just a couple of those little anti-Semitic things in there. He's like, by the way, did you know he's friends with Jews? Haha.
No, he's not friends with Jews. It's worse. He has a rabbi. So he's like, he's like, guys, I didn't even get to tell you the worst part. The man has a rabbi. Okay.
We didn't talk about his rabbi. Why is the imam talking about his rabbi? He's going to a synagogue and saying, "Oh, my Rabbi Ron is here. Rabbi Ron is going to test me." This is an imam that we are supposed to look up to. Yeah, Rabbi Ron. This is an imam who's part of an organization that mocks Islam. The president of Bayan Institute, Graduate Institute, mocks Islam, plays a basketball game of horse to determine the true religion, Islam or Hinduism. He's a teacher for such an organization.
Oh, don't touch me. So the guy is like, so the guy that was trying to get him out, he sees that he's still here. So now he's getting touchy. He's getting
Such an
physical.
organization.
Okay.
Please. Let's go. You got it. Let's go.
I don't understand. Why does he? This is America. He has the right to be here. Why are you telling him to leave? This is a public space. Daniel, you're an American.
He doesn't
Use your
necessarily
rights.
he doesn't necessarily have the right to be there. I don't know for sure about the specific situation, but it could be the case that they very much are still on the property. And if they're still on the property, they legally have the right as the owners to kick anybody out at their discretion. So they could very much be in a space that they are not legally allowed to be in.
Oh, okay.
Like they might have to walk to the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once there,
I don't know.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, I think there was a moment there just a second ago, and I don't even think we need to go back to it, but because I think it's just, we see it all the time with Daniel's stuff, but like he said something slightly inflammatory and nobody really gave him a response. So then he like amped up a little bit the next thing that he said, and then people went, yeah. And I just think that's really indicative of everything Daniel does, is he'll say something to inflame people, and if it doesn't exactly get that intense response, he'll say the next absurd thing. And this is in part one of the problems with so many of these religious folks, is they recognize that crowd mentality, and they utilize that. They specifically manipulate that and just amplify everything that they say because they want the attention. And it's just it's just dishonest, and it's harmful. I mean,
yeah.
Anyway,
okay. Well, let's look at a few.
We're
last
close
few-
to
of promoting pornography.
He tweeted people to go
Of promoting pornography.
That is haram. That is haram. You're saying it's haram. Tell him. I know it's haram.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was amazing.
Wow.
Guys, make sure you like this stream.
Seriously.
Let us know, guys. Let us know in the comment what do you think about this discussion. I'm gonna read the comments. I'm really interested to know. What
I
the
thought
audience
that was
thinks
pretty
about it.
intense. I thought that was pretty intense, honestly.
Yeah. I'm actually very surprised about how much you know about crowd control and different ways, like how much you notice people using different tactics.
I'm
Like,
sure Susanna was picking up on some of that psychology stuff going on. Like,
I mean, I know,
yeah.
but I know Susanna I know Susanna enough to know that she knows these things. But I'm surprised how much you know about this. Oh, guys, before we go, let's appreciate this picture one more time. This is amazing.
Seriously, and absolutely. Again, just remind yourself one more time that if you ever, in any slight moment of your life, recognize yourself having fun or enjoying something, Islam is probably against it. Okay. Because just remember how hard Daniel fought against this picture. This one right here. That's just... And she's making a forceful case for modesty. Oh my God. It's
what?
You can't...
I do not endorse this.
You cannot do enough. You cannot do enough for people like Daniel. There is no way to meet up to their standards, because even this woman who is promoting worldwide being a hijabi Muslim woman, a proud woman expressing her modesty through the revelation of Allah, even that crap isn't enough. Good God.
Okay.
Man.
I just have to say, I don't like modesty. I like this picture. I don't like modesty.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're not for modesty here. We're just trying to point out that even this woman who is expressing modesty, apparently, that is not enough for for Daniel. It is still too liberal. It is still too ew and gross and secular. And that's why you guys come here. Because not only do we show you those great pictures, but we also have really sexy blasphemous art that you can find.
Link in the description. But here's the thing. I also want to make a prediction before we go. I think we're going to see a lot more stuff like this coming. Okay. And in the future, I think like there's going to be more and more conflict between Muslims in the West. And we're here for it, and we're going to review it. Give you every single one of it. So, and we're gonna have a lot more juicy content. This is entertaining. I mean, I'm learning and entertaining at the same time. So, guys, make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff, because we have years of conflict, entertainment, and education. Yes, we're gonna have a lot of this coming up. Yep. So, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Yes, blasphemous art forever, secular Sakai. Guys, we have a free version of all of that in the description as well. So you could get the free version as well. Good saying good stream, guys. Yeah, guys, make sure if you thought it's a good stream, like the stream. If you thought it was a bad stream, then dislike the stream.
Yeah,
right?
seriously.
Yeah. Susanna saying amazing show, boys. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you again. Same time, maybe next week if Secular Rarity has the time. Same time next week, we will do some more Islamic videos. And until then, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.